Live TV.
And welcome to BTV Kenya. Welcome to News at 9. Today, the 18th of February 2025. Now, BTV, your home live TV, brings you what happens in the Republic of Kenya and across Africa. I'm your host, Gagi Isaiah. Now, before we give you what we have for you in brief, remember you can follow us on Facebook page, that is Blackman TV Kenya. You can go there, leave a comment, and let us know where we're reaching you from. You can also reach us on YouTube page, that is BTV Kenya. Go get to our YouTube platform, subscribe, and leave a comment so that we know where we are reaching you. Remember, your comments and contributions are very important as they help us to enhance the services that we give unto you. Now, here are the news in brief of what we have in store for you. Raila Odinga urged Kenyans to stop the blame games on the outcome of the AUC elections. While moving into Uganda, where we see Uganda opposition leaders issue 48 hours ultimatum for Besige's release. And on the other hand, here in Migori, what we have in brief for you in Migori is that youths, especially from Migori County, are urged to keep off political leaders who use them to showcase chaos.
Coming back to you in 8 seconds. Stand by in 3, 2, 1. Jack Studio in your phone.
Oh, welcome. Here is what we have for you in details tonight. Now, beginning from matters of AUC elections. Barely 2 days after the heated elections that brought on board 3 contestants, Raila Odinga from Kenya, Mahmoud Yusuf from Djibouti, and Riyand Mandrato from Madagascar, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga took the opportunity to congratulate his competitor, Yusuf, who won the AUC elections on Saturday. Speaking in Addis Ababa on Monday evening, Raila Odinga, however, urged Kenyans to stop the blame game on the outcome of the election, since he actually made decision by himself. Mr. Odinga refuted claims that he was pushed by President William Ruto to vie for the AU seat chairman, and tells Kenyans that he made decisions based on his mind and intelligence as a Kenyan citizen, and then President Ruto came in and offered full support for him just as a candidate from Kenya, where the president comes from.
We accept the results, and I've congratulated my competitor who has won, and I wish him the best. So there will be a lot of blame games that are going to be played. People are going to say, oh, it is because, Baba did not do as much as we expected. Oh, it's because Baba is now tired, because he's too old. All sort of things. That maybe because those people used more money than they used. Oh, Ruto just wanted to humiliate Baba. It was not genuine in saying that he was supporting him and so on and so forth. But I made the decision myself.
to Uganda. Ugandan opposition leader Besigye is in, and the Ugandan politicians are calling for his release. Now, a coalition of Ugandan top opposition figures led by National Unity Platform, that is NUP, Robert Kyangulanyi, popularly known as Bobby Wine, has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to President Yoweri Museveni demanding the immediate release of Dr. Kizza Besigye, and other political prisoners. The announcement came during a joint press briefing at the NUP headquarters on Tuesday in Kampala, where opposition figures from various political parties stood in a rare show of unity against the government's alleged crackdown on political dissent.
We are calling all the health workers, that is in Tanzania, in Uganda, and even in Kenya, and all the citizens, that it's not right to hold or to detain any person who is fighting for the rights. And for this case, somebody who was abducted in Kenya. We are saying that there are professional ethics that take charge of all the health workers. And in this case, it has been reported that his health is also deteriorating. He's also being denied access to health care, yet he's a healthcare provider.
I would like to implore for the East Africans and the citizens in particular to understand that we need to unite against such abductions, because leaders have to understand to be critical, to be a political opposition member is not a crime.
The principle should be that the right to life is indivisible and cannot be quantified, and that once that is violated, the perpetrators are just as guilty or liable as if it happened to 100, 110 or so people.
Wale wote ambao wameshtakiwa kwa mahakama ya kijeshi ambao kesi zao zinaendelea ama wameweza kukata rufaa ama kwa njia moja ama nyingine kupinga kesi hizi kuweza kuachiliwa ama kesi zao kupelekwa kwa koti za kawaida ambazo zinahusiana na.
Welcome. Now, moving on to what is happening in the Republic of Kenya, and especially here in Migori County. We also had something for you. Now, youths, especially from Migori County, are urged to keep off political leaders who use them to cause chaos and confusion during political events, which leads to loss of properties and life. Now, speaking on Saturday, in Grabo Hotel in Migori, during an exclusive interview with BTV reporter Honorable Crispin Owino, who also aspired to be Suna East Member of Parliament in 2027 general elections, asked young people to wake up and stop the politicians who always use them as chaotic tools. He also called on young people to take up front lines in political seats and vie at the various levels of political leadership in Kenya.
To the youth, I think mentality is the source of our suffering. And we all know that a change in mentality is a change in everything. If we would change our mentality from old thinking to the modern thinking where equity and equality is pronounced every now and then I do believe that change will come our way. Everything we desire for will come our way. It is high time as the youth to inject fresh blood into the leadership system of our country. If we can accept and stand up to deny, stand up to reject the bad leadership, the bad notion that we have to be used to do bad things, I think that is going to be the number one change we have.
And we say is what brings us to the news bulletins of what we had for you tonight. Now, before we round it up, please remember today there was a heated debate in the parliament today where various members of parliament stood firm to condemn the celebration of election outcome which was witnessed across the country, and many members of the parliament condemned a section of leaders and residents from Mount Kenya region who celebrated the loss of Raila during the elections which were held in Addis Ababa, and they term what happened as not the right thing to be done. We are having more and we are cooking more in the store for you, as tomorrow we'll give you full details of what happened. Please remember to keep tuned to BTV. You can also visit our YouTube page and you'll get more of such stories as whatever has happened. We have already posted them on our Facebook page. You'll be able to view more and get more. Please don't be left out. Remember to also watch our morning vibrant morning programs that brings you what is in the People Daily newspaper and what happens in the country and Migori County and beyond. Don't be left out. We also have a chain of programs which are lined out for you. We value you so much and your feedback is very, very important to us. We have to bring this to a close. As we say, thank you so much for keeping tuned to BTV. Have a wonderful night. Let us meet tomorrow in the morning in the vibrant morning. Thank you.